So Golden State will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Green with a screen on Thibault. 6 on the shot clock. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Curry.
Tough to contest that one. Draymond went right up into a one-piece shooting motion.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
Butler against Simons. Over Butler. Here's Klingon. Tries again, and he takes it up and lays it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Connects from downtown.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that 3 off. Beautiful shot.
Green, the pass to Payton. On the wing, Green. He's covered by Simons. Another 3 for Golden State.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Oh, got that one up quick.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Simons.
That is what I'm talking about.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
Boy, Simons' athleticism, so quick off the floor.
Here's Curry. The layup off target. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Simons passes to Avdia. Releases. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And Anthony believing in himself that time, just zero hesitation on that, Jay.
You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And here's Green from the arc. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. That's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Simons. Shoots over Curry. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Payton. And it's hammered home by Green.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Pass to Klingon. To the wing on the left. They set the pick. Simons outside. Here's Kamari, guarded by Payton. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Klingon. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. The Warriors lead by 4. Here's Jackson Davis. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Wow, what a setup there. Green plays with great speed and plays with great pace. And that's a nice field play.
And here's Simons outside. Drains the triple. Simons got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon. They set the screen. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, this shows you how strong Klingon is. Even when you foul him, he just out-muscles you.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. The Warriors have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Simons with a steal. Pass to Avdia. Here's Klingon, covered by Jackson Davis. Outside Thibault. Now Simons. No good on the buzzer beater. Draymond Green has been on display for Golden State. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Oh, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. Buddy Hield is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Santos in at the three. Williams. Pass to Benton. 6 to shoot. Ayton, the screen on Hield. Benton passes to Ayton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ayton's got his first 2 points. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Now here's Ayton. Here's Hield driving inside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
And the ability to drive and get to the rim is one of the reasons why Buddy Hield rarely has an off night. Even if his shot isn't going in, he can take it to the rack to find some points.
Here's Benton. No made baskets yet. Here's Sharp. Pass to Benton. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors lead by 5. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, BA, to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there were a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
And it's Hield missing. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And here's Grant from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Hield from outside the arc. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the and they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
Team foul. At the line, Portland. Taking 2 shots.
Oh, still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Kevon Looney on the inside doing a little bit of damage now.
Sharp passes to Grant. Drills it from deep. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pass to Santos. Again, the Warriors score.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Ayton. Benton passes to Ayton, lets it fly. Looney grabs a miss.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. safety giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Grant's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 7. From behind the arc. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Here's Benton. Outside Sharp. Back to Benton. The steal. In transition, here come the Warriors. Kuminga with it. Picked up by Grant. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Sharp. Blocked.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
Here's Ayton. And yep, it's good. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Outside Kuminga. Moody on the wing. And the jumper from the wing offline. The shot comes out. And so it's the Golden State Warriors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, one guy who's getting it done is Draymond Green.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Denny Avdia out there with Klingon. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 3, small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Blazers trail by 6. They set the pick. Simons finds Thybulle, and it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Simons passes to Avdia. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
So playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Thybulle on the wing. For 3, Klingon. He buries it from 3. Klingon's got 7 points.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
It's stolen by Curry. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Green, a screen. Beyond the arc. Simons with a rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now here's Simons. 11 points in the game. Outside Thibault. Pass to Klingon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Klingon, must be easy to jam it.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, BA. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
And Portland has possession. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Here's Klingon, and he goes in for the dunk.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Curry finds Green. The 3 is up. That's good from Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter. Pass to Avdia. Here's Klingon. Back to Avdia. Here's Kamare, guarded by Payton. Outside Thibault, fires for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. Payton with it. Outside, Green. Jackson Davis' screen. On the attack, Green. That one drops for him.
That's a strong finish from Draymond Green. Those are the kind of plays where he likes to flex on.
A line change here for Portland. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Santos comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. The Warriors lead by 8. From downtown, Sharp grabs the miss. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Here's Benton, guarded by Hield. Ayton passes to Williams. Over Green. Back to Benton. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Hield. Up and in on the layup. Hield's got 9.
A little tease there from Buddy Hield, showing his explosiveness. Undersized, but able to convert inside.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the 3rd.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Portland shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And he can't get the first one.
Now, Sharp was a mystery man back in that 2022 draft, not playing a minute of college basketball, but drafted in the top 10 because of this upside.
Hield for 3. That shot, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Buddy Hield.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. On the court for Golden State to start the 4th. Buddy Hield is out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the small forward position.
Ayton up there just to drop it in and take some of that rim with them.
Outside Hield. And he drives in. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Ayton. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Kuminga's shot is off. Blazers trail by 8. And here's Sharp. Outside, Williams. Outside for Grant. Puts up a three. Sinks the tray.
And the corner pocket was open, and Grant took advantage.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Moody. Oh, here's Moody with the drive.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And Ayton gets it to go.
And Ayton more and more having these kind of nights from the center position, lighting up the scoreboard.
Outside heel. And stolen by Williams. And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
That is showing up again later. Wow. And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Williams' shot is good.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Kuminga down low. Is covered by Ayton. Back to Kuminga. Hield, a screen on Ayton. Kuminga, the pass to Hield. Just 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Grant. Williams with the screen. Grant's shot is off. The Warriors lead by 4. Stolen by Ayton. They push it up 4 on 3. There's the 3. And it's Grant with a 3. Grant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, seeing Jeremy Grant at his size getting out on the break in full sprint, collecting and finishing.
Moody from outside. On target from range.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Now, Jeremy Grant, some change in the couch here, finding some offensive rhythm for the team.
Here's Kuminga. Crafty move. Ooh, Kuminga. So deadly at the rim.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Pass to Ayton. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Kuminga with a screen on Sharp. Moody from outside. And connect from downtown.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Here's Sharp. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And Williams punches it home.
Adding the stat sheet, getting the board, and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. Both teams deciding to change it up. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Curry looking it over.
Trailblazers foul. Matisse Thybulle. Second personal foul. Second.
Good on the first. And that increases the lead to 6.
For Golden State.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Simons passes to Thybulle. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Green. 4-3. No luck on that one. And so it's Golden State winning this one.
And that's the
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
we have here in the front court, Greg?
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Taurean Prince. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jackson, and at the shooting guard position, Thibault can't get it to go. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. A shot by Lillard, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
A nice shot by Klingon. Here's Lillard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Chauncey Billups for a minute. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "Do you have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak, a multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Makes a big high bouncing, goes in.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, continues to flesh out his jumper over time. I mean, you have to at least try to get a hand in his face when he's rising up from there, but that's much easier said than done.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
A shot by Antetokounmpo, nobody around, and again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Simon's trying to break loose, and it's Grant that time on the assist by Simon.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Jackson, missed inside.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Inside, here's Avdia. Pass to Grant. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Antetokounmpo.
A combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Simons against Jackson. Here's Klingon. Off target from outside. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Over in the corner, Lillard. Jackson with the screen. Now, here's Lillard. Guarded close. A beautiful reverse layup. Lillard's got 5.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And he gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Here's Grant after Taurean Prince's bucket. No good from Grant. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Giannis.
Oh, man. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Williams, he's checked in for Avdia. Milwaukee leading by 5, and their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Grant. The kick out to Simons. Pass to Klingon. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Okay, showing some touch there. Good to see Klingon wanting to expand his offensive repertoire.
And it's Lillard missing. Portland is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Klingon. Right side, Williams. Bible for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that ties it up.
And how about the awareness by Klingon? A big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Giannis outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Portland trailing here. Here's Henderson. Porter pulls it in. The 17-footer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
The Bucks shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Porter dishes to Sims. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. To the inside. Outside, Avdia. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
God. That's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Collins the pass to Trent. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Rollins.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Here's Porter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Bucks trail by 3. Trent outside. Latrey sinks the three-pointer. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Kamare. He's covered by Livingston. And another turnover here by Portland. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now Porter following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Porter, no luck. There's 1:38 left in the first half. To end the run. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Sharp.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Now here's Porter. Shoots from the right block. Here's Kuzma. Trent outside. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And a dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Fires top of the key. It's rebounded by Livingston, and it's the Bucks ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Pass to Porter. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
They set the pick. Henderson against Trent. Here's Sims. Outside Porter. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
I'll tell you what, Aiden is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And so he hits both. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Kamare. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Finished off by Porter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Taurean Prince. And it's Giannis in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jackson. Portis kicks to Lillard. For 3. And Klingon pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. That puts them in the lead. Grant's got 10 points in the game.
Well, I tell you, I like the fact that Grant is selective in the shots that he takes. He's looking for quality. He senses the defense is playing off him. As the pass is coming to him, he's prepared. He's getting shot ready as the pass is in the air.
Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak. I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Milwaukee in the lead. Lillard outside. Pass to Portis. Giannis with it. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 5 and not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail it.
And that one's good. Lillard. Here's Simons. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Giannis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul.
Second team foul. At the line for Portland,
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Lillard, right side, and here's Prince outside. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Pass to Klingon. Here's the 3. The shot missing. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Float loose, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A new lineup here for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
1:36 left to play here in the third, and there's the whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe, and that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And Portland making a change here. Avdia's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Kuzma's checked in. Now here's Porter. He's got 6.
Really good in the playmaking role. Porter Jr. with the right read in the 2-man game there.
Over to the left wing. Pomeranz hits the 3-point bomb. Kamari's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Trent. Rebound by Williams. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Pass to Sharpe. Back to Henderson. Williams passes to Avdia. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Williams. Still yet to score. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Andre Ayton's checked in for Williams. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. It's his first trip to the line.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Gary Trent Jr. 2 shots.
Trent hits them both. Portland's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And that one's good by Henderson.
On the drive, Henderson relies on his agility to slip past contact.
Here's Porter. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Livingston. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Livingston's got his first points in this one. Here's Sharp, and the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And here's Trent outside, and he's good on the 3 ball. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Avdia, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the small forward spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
That bucket in no time at all.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Simons. Outside, Porter. Kick out to Giannis. Lots of room. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot. And the Bucks lead by 3.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Milwaukee with the ball. Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Back to Porter. Fires for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Deep 2 from Thibault. Grant on the follow.
Well, I tell you, I think Grant's athleticism was what allowed him to win out there.
Right side, Porter. Outside, Portis. It's deflected. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Three-pointer, Lillard drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
And it's Grant that time on the assist by Simon. Grant's got 10 points here in the second half. Outside for Jackson. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Unselfishness from Lillard has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
Thybulle finds Grant. That shot off the mark.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Prince outside. Portis the pass to Lillard. Portis a screen on Grant. That's a 2 from Lillard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
And good that time. Klingen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And love the poise from the rookie big man Klingen. He embraces moments like these.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kicks it out to Prince. Portis sets the pick for Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. Who's back up. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Outside Portis. Kicks it out to Lillard. Oh, and he almost had it. The coach's challenge has been issued.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. A 2-point game. Pass to Klingen. Here's Simon. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's Donovan Klingen with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
No problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Got it! But oh, it looks like this one might get reviewed. Very close on the release. And they're going to call for a review of that last second shot. If they overturn the... Oh, he gets it to go!
Wow! It counts!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the...
Bobby Portis out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Damian Lillard, and it's Prince in at the 3 slot. And for Golden State, inside it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Butler in at the 3. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now here's Green. From deep, and the three-pointer goes.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
And the big finish by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Curry against Jackson. Outside, Green. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Jackson finds Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside, Green. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy. The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Now here's Lillard. Knocks it down from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Green with a screen on Jackson.
Milwaukee foul. Torian Prince. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Right side, Green. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. For 3, Antetokounmpo with the block. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. And there's Curry on the assist from Butler.
Understanding where he needs to be. Curry way out ahead that time.
Lillard looking around. Portis outside. It's Prince on the wing. He shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. 1.5 minutes left to play in the first. And here's Butler outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big guy.
Oh, wow.
That was
finish right there.
What a finish.
Wow.
Milwaukee in the lead. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Nails it from beyond the arc. Butler's got 5 points. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Another area where they've excelled has been pushing it on the break. They're really getting after it.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Here's Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Antetokounmpo. And another miss by Milwaukee.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
The kick out, Curry. Back to Green. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here's Butler. Shot clock at 6. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
Here's Prince. Three-pointer. Here's Portis. And a nice finish on the layup. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. The Bucks on top. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Kevin Porter. He's out there with Gary Trent, and it's Kuzma in at the 3.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Looney. Oh, look at Looney finding space inside.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Here's Trent. And he banks in the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Warriors trailing. Hield has bounced around for a while now, but he's still a deadly shooter, Richard.
Hield is the definition of a shooter for hire. He's a mercenary. When he's on the floor, he's looking to pull up from deep. That's what he's paid to do. He's been an elite shooter his whole career.
Lets it go from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Pass to Livingston. There's the triple. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Moody passes to Looney. Fires from 14. No good. Milwaukee shooting great. 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bucks.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Milwaukee with the ball. Right wing. Launches it. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Trent, the pass to Livingston. Shoots over Kuminga. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Trent. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Trent's got 4 points in the quarter. The Warriors have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And again, it's Golden State. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Trent, the pass to Kuzma. Here's Sims, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Right side Porter, 5 on the clock. Porter a screen. Here's Kuzma, and the shot falls short that time. The Warriors lead by 5. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Kuminga. He's covered closely. Looney with the ball. Now Porter defending. That one falls.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Trent for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Kuminga. Inside. Oh, look at Looney at the rim.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Trent. And he gets it to go. Trent's got 6 points. 46 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside heel to the paint. The fader. The shot by Looney, no good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
To the middle. Here's Livingston. Drops in the layup for 2. Now just a 5-point Warrior lead.
That's just smart basketball right there. Finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Hield for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Hield's got 9 points in the quarter.
You got to expect this from a high-volume shooter with range like Hield. He loves to let threes fly from everywhere.
Down low. Here's Sims. Outside for Porter. Lets a floater go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Warriors on. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, Buddy Hield displaying all his skills today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers' experience with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Going inside. Lillard for 2. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game, And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Lets the 3 fly. Lillard! What'd you expect?
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Here's Green. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Green's got 7.
Certainly not the best look, but I admire the confidence to let it fly.
Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
Assist goes to Torian Prince.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Green with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. They've got numbers. Back to Prince. Pass to Portis. Now Lillard. He's covered by Curry. Antetokounmpo outside. A big-time flush by Giannis.
And I love the balance for Lillard between scoring and passing. That time, finding his teammate for the great look. Oh, they're lucky that pass was just tipped and not taken. Could have been worse.
Curry against Jackson. Outside for Green. Back to Curry. Shoots over Jackson. Curry's shot is off. And the Bucks with possession. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Green on the attack. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal
They
foul.
pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Expert move by Green, pulling the defender in to draw the foul.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Butler against Lillard. Over Butler. Lillard can't get it to go.
And give him credit. He tried for the fadeaway over the taller defender. Good move. Bad result.
Curry, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Green with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Pass to Portis. Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Curry. Lillard, the open look. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Hits a three-pointer.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Milwaukee making some changes. Trent from long range. Warriors with the rebound. Looney's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. Left side Moody. Takes the 3. Goes back up. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 4 rebounds now. Trent with it. Now guarded by Moody.
Warriors foul. Moses Moody.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Third team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Gary Trent Jr. taking 2 shots.
Trent hits them both. Here's Hield. He's got 9. It's stolen by Trent. Launches a 3. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Kuzma, the pass to Porter. Trent outside. job in the low post. Trent's got 13.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
Kuminga with a screen on Porter. Healed passes to Kuminga. They need this. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love.
Oh, he got it! Oh, he got it to go at the buzzer.
Wow.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Bucks on top, up by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Sims in at center.
Love the response there from Hill, matching threes.
Porter in the post. Moody defends. Porter the pass to Trent. The kick out to Kuzma. There's a screen. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Kuminga. Uh-oh, Kuminga on the take. And Kuminga throws it down.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Healed passes to Kuminga. The three is up. He buries it from 3. Kuminga's got 5 points in the quarter.
A find from Buddy Hield. I'd like to see him do that more. Spread the ball around.
Oh, it's stolen. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Curry on the drive. Outside, Green. Butler, a screen on Jackson. To tie it up. He can't get that one to fall. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Butler on the wing. Defended by Jackson. Curry with it. Prince is there. Curry's shot is off. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They've led by as much as 10. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And that's just Giannis making the right play, feeding the open man.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Curry. Curry at the rim.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the basket by Curry.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Antetokounmpo inside. Jackson Davis on him. Dave makes his move. The reverse. And it's finished off by Antetokounmpo as he lays it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. Butler, a screen on Prince. Pass to Butler from the arc. Fires in the triple.
This is Jimmy Buckets at his best. Rising to a challenge and delivering for his team.
Lillard against Butler. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Butler. The three ball. And the Warriors with another three.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lillard. 5 to shoot. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Butler against Lillard. And there's the drive. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense right on him. It's in! And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
They're in a tough spot. Barely enough time to run the catch and shoot.
Almost there. Let me hear you. Substitution on the court.
Now off the inbound. Count it!
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And out of bounds, the Warriors will take it.
Oh, I see. Picking the worst time to lose control. This is why patience is the key in big moments, people.
Substitution on the court.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II. Then it's Trace Jackson Davis. Then there's Butler. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Outside for Butler. And here's Kuminga for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 8 rebounds in the game. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Kuminga with a screen on Prince. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Kuminga with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Going inside. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
So quick into the lane. Boy, Curry is lightning fast.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green is checked in.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Curry nails both of them.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Just keeping the game simple. Lillard's patience and acute understanding of pick and rolls comes in handy.
4 quarters, not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime now. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Nifty move. And Giannis with the jam.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Curry with it. Jackson in his pocket. Oh, look at Curry. Tough finish off the drive.
That's on the defense there. Can't let Curry get into the lane.
Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo up top. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Butler on the wing to take the lead. And that comes off the assist by Green. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
The kick out. Curry outside Payton. Oh, he buried the 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
Off the inbound. Yes!
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
At the line for the Warriors, Draymond Green. 2 shots. Per NBA rules, the play is under video review. There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the ref take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, nice fake by Giannis. And as a defender, you just shake your head.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 2 here. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Jackson Davis' screen. Here's Green. Oh, he nails it!
An experienced and confident player. How about Green being the one to bury the big-time shot?
Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Milwaukee basketball.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That shot off the mark.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Offensive rebound. Green for 3. No good. And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. Things looked a little uneven for them down.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Avdia is out there with Grant. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon, and it's Simons in at the point. Avdia can't hit. Now here's Green, and there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Butler. Butler, a screen on Avdia. Back to Green. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Simons. Grant with the ball. Now Payton defending. Pass to Klingon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Grant. Fires from the corner. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Basketball.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the...
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Curry kicks to Green. The kick outside to Butler. From the arc, 5 to shoot. They get it again. Jackson Davis finds Green. And another shot. Pass to Butler. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Green missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Grant gets a wide open look. A kick out to Simons. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Back to Thybulle. Pass to Avdia. Releases. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Grant, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here's Green outside. Oh, truth. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for the Dubs.
And this is the time.
Three shots.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review, is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
They kick it out to Green. Butler sets a screen for Green. Still a very tough night shooting for him. That makes him 1 for 8 now. Pass to Klingon from downtown. Outside, Simon. Klingon with it. Butler covering. Now, here's Thibault. Good on the triple. Thibault's got 5 points so far.
And how about the awareness by Klingon, a big man who can sense when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Portland is gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Simons from outside. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Green. He hits both from the strike. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Looney. Moody is out there with Hield. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the 3 slot. Kuminga the pass to Santos. Kuminga screen on Sharp. Back to Kuminga. 3-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kuminga's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Here's Kamara. Williams passes to Sharp. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
And oh, here we go with Henderson. And then Henderson with the jam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Hield from outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
And smart decision by Hield. He surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
They set the pick. And the basket by Kamara. Kamare's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by 8.
It remains Golden State basketball.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Sharp, the pass to Williams. Sharp with a screen on Kuminga. Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Now, here's Moody. Tight defense on him. The layup off target. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Lets it go with a three. Santos, no good. Portland leading by 4, and with an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. And they get it. Kuminga goes in. Back to Moody. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around. Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Santos. And for Portland, they're shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and another 3 for Golden State.
A volume three-point sniper. Hield realizes his role is to help space the floor with his shooting.
There's the screen. Here's Sharpe over Hield, and it's Sharpe missing.
Wow, missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Kuminga finds Looney. Here's Moody. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights. 4th. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
30. And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Scoot Henderson, what a contribution.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got Jeremy Grant. Bringing his out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Tribal in at the 2 spot. Avdia, a screen on Butler. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Yep, it counts.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
Green with a screen for Curry. Outside, Green. Outside for Curry. Golden State moving it around. They get the rebound. Outside, Green. Back to Jackson Davis. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Draymond Green.
Intelligent call there by Green, using the pick and roll to shake up the defense and find a shot.
Swinging. And it's Swinging with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. But now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
And there's the movement. Clingan with great body control coming down the lane.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Clingan. Jackson Davis defending. And it's Simons missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Butler kicks to Green. Another shot. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 10 points for Draymond Green.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Thibault on the wing, guarded by Curry. Simons on the wing. Floats one up. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And there's the call on Matisse Thibault. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
1:46 left in the third.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And then Henderson with the jam.
On the drive, Henderson relies on his agility to slip past contact.
Moody the pass to Santos. Launches a 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Trailblazers leading by 5. Henderson dishes to Williams. Back to Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Here's Henderson. Ayton kicks to Williams. The good-looking shot from the wing. Williams has got 6.
This is great to see. Williams shooting with confidence, wanting to add to his game.
Henderson against Hield. Looney with it. Here's Santos. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
That's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Here's Kamara. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Hield with the bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
It's going by Hield. Pass to Kuminga. They kick out to Hield for the lead. And another 3 for Golden State. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. And it's good, 2 points.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Kuminga, screen on Sharp. healed against Henderson's. Healed with the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 1.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Curry passes to Payton. Right side Curry. Pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They lead by 1. Feibel for 3. Sinks the triple.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Curry. And it's Portland with the rebound. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Outside, Avdia. Second chance shot. And Klingon finishes it off. And now a 6-point Portland lead.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
Here's Jackson Davis. The kick outside to Butler. Here's the screen. And Curry has it in the corner. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Trailblazers ball.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Pass to Klingon. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And what's scary about Klingon, he's still learning how to score around the rim. Donovan will only get better.
Butler finds Curry over Feibel. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Klingon the screen for Simon. Oh, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Portland?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they pushed the ball and been able to score in transition. Trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Here's Klingon. Misses in close. Klingon with the steal. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And when someone as big as Donovan Klingon gets going, he's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Curry with it. Now defended by Grant. Curry can't get it to go.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking them up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Pass to Klingon. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. The 3. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. They get Stephen Curry.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Green with a screen on Grant. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
At the line for 3.
Can you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
There's the pick. Feibel for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green dishes to Butler. Curry is inside. Defended by Thibault. Pass to Butler. Thibault with the block.
Violation. Ball to Portland.
It's stolen by Green. From the arc. And the miss. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in
But anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. We've got Robert Williams, Matisse Thybulle out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the 3, small forward. Good on the bucket.
At 7'2", Donovan Klingon is a mountain of a man.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on, and coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him, stick with it, try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, B.A.
Allie, thank you. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level. Obviously, in the past couple seasons, you could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Klingon. And again, unable to change momentum here. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 4-point game.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's Simons. Pass to Kamare from behind the arc. Gets the 3 to fall.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard. He can dish it.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thybulle. Lillard can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Out to Portis. Lillard outside, from outside the arc. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Basket counts.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
The drive by Simons. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Here's Kamare. Simons, a screen on Prince. Kamare, no good. They push it up 4 on 3. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Simons. Another one falls for Portland.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Lillard got a good look. Rebounded by Kamare.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Thibault. Williams, a screen on Lillard. Thibault off target from outside. Fast break, here we go. And Lillard gets it to go on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo has got 4 assists in the game. Here's Klingon. Antetokounmpo covering. There's Simons with a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. Portis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Prince. Fires from deep. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Blazers trail by 5. Outside Thibault. Can they get it? And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game now. That free throw no good.
Matisse Thibault, 2 shots.
Second free throw no good. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Portis finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 6 assists now in the game. Out to Simons. The 3. Knocks it down from distance. 7 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
1 second left. And Antetokounmpo with the lay-in.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Just a big-time effort for Damian. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Sims in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, you see the vision from Henderson. Just a terrific facilitator.
And Henderson comes to help. Porter, the pass to Livingston. Back to Porter. Here's Livingston. 6 to shoot. Trent for 3. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And the shot goes down.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite, the 2nd overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career, but over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. Porter against Henderson. Stolen by Sharp. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The score now all even. Henderson's got his first points of the game.
And there's Henderson, just so quick. I mean, he loves to get out and run.
Trent. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Scoot Henderson. Well, Brent, he doesn't give you much inside the arc, but Trent Jr. is a sniper from deep.
Yeah, and Gary Trent Jr. knows exactly why he's on the floor, and that's to shoot the basketball. So continue to move, find open areas, wait for the ball, and then let it rip.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Here's Kuzma. Pass to Livingston. Trent with it, picked up by Grant. Here's Livingston. Trent outside, shot clock at 6, and they get it back. Kuzma, the pass to Porter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Portland, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
To the paint. Outside for Porter. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's Trent. Blocked! Porter against Henderson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Trent from long range buries it from 3. Trent's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Avdia, good look. And it's Portland with another.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Shoots from the baseline. Here's Sims. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Scoot Henderson. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bucks.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out. They're hungry to run. And they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is. Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
And it's Livingston missing. Blazers trail by 4. Outside for Grant. No good from outside. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Trent's shot is off.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. They set a pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Livingston. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Bucks ahead, up by 1. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees.
First team foul. That's the line for the Bucks.
Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Here's Williams. Bible on the wing. Defended by Lillard. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
To halt the run. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
They get it back. Pass to Klingon. Second chance shot. He can't get it to go. The Bucks leading by 9. Jackson outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 8 assists in the game. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there and he's going to devastate you.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Klingon. They grab their own miss. Williams. Simons with it. Jackson in his pocket. Simons against Jackson. Simons' shot is good. Simons got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Good chance here for Antetokounmpo. Portland with a rebound. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Wing shot on the way. Here's Simons with the drive, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simons hard to stop when he makes his move.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Portis. Back to Antetokounmpo. Strong move from Giannis inside.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Sharp into the lane, and he lays it up and in. Sharp's got 6.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Kuzma, the pass to Trent. Over Henderson. Trent's shot is off.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Sharp finds Henderson. Back to Sharp. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Now just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Avdia with a steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The timing from Porter Jr. on the rejection, you couldn't ask for better defense from him.
Back to Sharp. Ayton, a screen on Trent.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Sharp. Pass to Trent. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. 10 points for him. The 3 from Ayton. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some point. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Gary Trent. He's out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Porter, the pass to Livingston. Trent outside. There's a screen. Pass to Livingston. The three is up. Avdia pulls it in. Portland trailing here. And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Milwaukee making some changes. Sharp passes to Graham. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And some changes here for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Williams comes in for Avdia. And it's Thibault in for Henderson.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Grant outside. Pass to Klingon. The three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Lillard with the ball. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thibault. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. The strong finish by Giannis.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. The rolling target, boy, he's a good one. I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Pass to Lillard. Fires the three. Williams grabs the board. Blazers trail by 3. Sharp passes to Williams. That's tipped. Grant outside. Thibault on the wing. 6 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. And it's Williams off the drive. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Williams has got his first points in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Prince. This one for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Klingon's got 4 rebounds now. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Pass to Lillard. Thibault with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And Thibault with a drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. In crunch time.
And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants him to take another look at the monitor.
Robert Williams, shooting 1. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
These personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Thibault. Inside. And Giannis with the jam.
Good instincts from Lillard. Runs that pick and roll all for the setup. Ends with the assist.
Sharp. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. He hits the first one, and that'll put him up 2. He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
He missed a chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Lillard can't get it to go.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Pass to Williams. Prince against Grant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sharp passes to Thibault. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Portland. Milwaukee's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
And I like that. Giannis slowing down just a little bit, in control there.
Grant the screen. Sharp finds Graham. Outside, Williams. Outside for Grant. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball.
And the score being this close, you have to retain possession of the ball. You just can't give it away like that.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Antetokounmpo outside. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Well, crucial moment there at the free throw line, and he never flinched.
And here's Grant from the arc. It's hauled in by Portis. Here's Milwaukee. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And here's Grant from the arc. Cash. And that one brings them within 1.
How about Jeremy Grant stepping up right here, taking some clutch shots and knocking them down.
Lillard against Thibault. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Here's the 3. No good from 3-point range. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Taking 2 shots.
So he comes up empty at the line. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
An insane scenario. Not enough time for a catch-and-shoot 3, so it has to be an alley-oop that draws the and-1 foul. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And this now. Golden State's starting five. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Payton is out there with Curry, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Taurean Prince is out there with Bobby Portis. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Jackson in at the 2. Green with a screen for Curry. Greg, we're sure to see a lot of quality basketball here tonight, given the veteran talent on both sides.
Yeah, tremendously high IQs from both teams, so expect a clean game. And some of these players have been through it all in this league.
Jackson finds Portis. Now here's Jackson, guarded by Curry. Kicks it out to Prince. A three-pointer, no good. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. It's a three-point game. With the drive, it's tipped. Green deciding where to go with it. On the wing, Payton. Just 5 to shoot. They kick it out to Green. That one good for 2.
And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. Get in his way at your own risk.
Lillard with a screen for Antetokounmpo.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Now here's Green. Payton dishes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Love the force and focus that Butler plays this game with. That was reflected in the finish.
Giannis a screen on Butler. Lillard the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and the coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Lillard surveying the D. And he makes that one.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Green against Giannis. Outside for Curry. Back to Green. Wide open look. Again, Golden State.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Giannis outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And the three ball is good. Payton's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Lillard against Butler. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Back to Giannis. Shakes him. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Prince, right side. The Warriors pull it in.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. Lillard dishes to Giannis. Yep, that one goes in there. Giannis has got 11 points.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screen, and he knows when to give it up.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Now here's Lillard. Outside Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. Curry passes to Green.
First personal foul. First team foul.
From the inbound. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The kick outside to Butler. Misses the jumper.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he's good on the second.
3 shots.
And he nails the third. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Moses Moody, Kevon Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. From deep, Trent tries to save it, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here's Sims. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Kuminga, screen on Trent. Outside, Kuminga. It's rebounded by Livingston. Bucks trail by 3. Porter passes to Trent. Buries the long-range jumper. Trent's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open. No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's a Sims, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Sims has got 6 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hield from outside. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Livingston finds Trent. A miss that time would have put him up.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
It's Trent on the wing. Back to Porter. Trent setting the peg for Porter. Trent outside to the paint. Cuts off the pass. Here's Looney. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the shot goes down. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in there. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
And here's Trent. Following Jonathan Kuminga's three.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Healed against Porter. And then Healed with the dunk.
Explosive play by Hield, taking off and slamming that one down before the D could react.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
I now would send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Bucks. Healed with it, picked up by Kuzma. Healed, can't hit. Bucks trail by 5. Porter kicks to Livingston. Back to Porter. Three-pointer. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. Porter with the steal. Trent, left side. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Porter with the steal. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
They've got Taurean Prince, Damian Lillard out there with Jackson, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's Portis in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. The drive by Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Lillard, the pass to Giannis. For 3. And it's Lillard missing. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. From deep, Green. Giannis grabs the miss. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
You know, Butler's got the quickness and the tenacity to be, I think, a nightmare of a defender. Affects that shot for sure.
Poked away and stolen by Prince. Portis a screen on Kerr. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Warriors leading by 7. Now here's Green. 6 points for him, and there it is for him.
Really good touch from Green right there, making the floater look real easy.
Lillard dishes to Prince. Jackson kicks to Portis. Pass to Lillard. Portis is screen on Butler. Lillard against Butler. Shot clock at 5. Lillard again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Picked away. Outside, Green. Butler. And it's Butler stuffing it right back through.
Hey, the defense has to recognize that Butler is a threat to throw it down. He's about 6'7", maybe 6'8".
Empowering it home. He has a 12-0 run by the Warriors.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jackson against Curry. They kick it out to Green. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off the shot.
Yeah, Green loves tearing your defense apart by making great passes and executing on offense.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo, and there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. A new lineup here for the Bucks.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Trent. Sweet little floater. Trent's got 5 points so far.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Kuminga sends a screen for Heel. Pass to Kuminga. It's up a 3. Drops in the tray. He's got 10.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Livingston with it. Kuminga on him.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Looney. No good on the triple. Bucks trail by 13. Pass to Sims. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Moody. Sims with the rebound. Milwaukee's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. The kick out to Porter. Kuzma outside. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga out there with Kevon Looney. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Santos in at the 3. Stolen away.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Kuminga, screen on Trent. Santos, no good. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Outside, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Portis a screen on Butler. Lillard the pass to Antetokounmpo. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to Payton. Lets the 3 fly. No good. Shot missing. Bucks trail by 13. Prince outside. Off target from 3-point range. Warriors have gone just 33% for the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Payton gets the bucket.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Down low, here's Butler. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, that's just simply outstanding focus. Butler is used to getting hit on the way up, expects to be bumped and jostled around, and still muscles his shots in.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And it's off from 3-point range. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Curry. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Back to Green. Curry setting the pick for Green. 5 on the clock. Curry dishes to Green. Jackson Davis in the corner. Second shot opportunity. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lillard right side. Fader on the way. Over to the wing. Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Bucks trail by 13. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Lillard. Over Payton. Green against Jackson. Here's Curry with the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Drills the 3-pointer. Jackson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Giannis' teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Green against Giannis. Here's Jackson Davis. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Bucks are gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Draymond Green.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Got a piece of it. Jackson finds Lillard. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. At one point, they led by 16. Knocks down the 3 ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory. Much appreciated, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.